Welcome back to Geforce Now News. I hope everybody had a great holiday break. Now that we're getting back into the swing of things, Nvidia is sending out their news emails again, and we're getting things going for Geforce Now. We should be able to get back to Geforce Now News Thursday. So a couple of things to go over today. We're coming back with a good amount of news. The first thing that I want to get into is they're changing the way that they announce the game. So it used to be a weekly announcement that we would get for the game releases, and they're moving to a monthly announcing system for the new instant access games. So they'll still continue to be released every week, just like always. Should be on Thursdays. Sometimes games will come out on launch days like Tuesdays or something like that. But new game launches will still be available day and date for a lot of the games, like we've been seeing with Cyberpunk, Valhalla, and Watch Dogs. Not much will change. We'll still continue to get everything every Thursday, but it looks like the beginning of each month, they're going to go ahead and lay out pretty much all the games they expect to hit that month. And I kind of really like seeing that happen and getting that longer kind of roadmap each month as to what games you can expect to come to the service. And also, it's not necessarily just these games. We could always wind up seeing surprises show up. Additional games get added, so you never know. So we'll continue to cover that every single week. We have a total of 23 games, at least as of now, coming to Geforce Now in January, by the end of January. So, and there could be more than that, so you never know. Or there could always be a game or two on the list that for some reason just gets delayed or doesn't make it. But right now it looks like these are going to be the 23 games. Before I just jump into what that full list is, I want to highlight that a few of them are day and date brand new releases. So launching on January 7th, the day of this video coming out, will be Iron Conflict on Steam, a day and date release. It's an online competitive real-time strategy game that has a good amount of anticipation behind its release, so it'll be interesting to see how that one does. One I'm excited for, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the Game Complete Edition. They had a Scott Pilgrim game back on the Xbox 360 arcade, and then they removed it, and you couldn't download it anymore, you couldn't play it anymore, so I essentially lost that game. So I'm really excited to see the Scott Pilgrim game come to Ubisoft. Now that should be on January 14th. Slated for January 22nd on Steam, Redout Space Assault will be it's an arcade space battle shooter, and it'll be a day and date release as well. And then expected to launch later on in the month, there's not an exact date for this, is Code 2040. And this is a game I'm looking forward to trying out on Geforce Now and also testing on some other cloud PCs and the local PC. I want to see how this game runs. It definitely looks interesting, and it's a multiplayer shooting game, pretty much based on team, a lot of teamwork and coordination in that game. So it should be interesting to check out. Alright, so another really cool thing for this week, before we just go into splashing the full list for you here of the 23 games expected this month in January, is Epic Games, if you didn't already know, had their 15 days of free games. Now that's over now, but for 15 days they would have a free game every 24 hours, and some of those games are added to Geforce Now. Before the holiday break, Cities Skylines, My Time at Portia, and Torchlight 2 were part of the free Epic Games, and those are on Geforce Now. So there are 5 more games, part of the list of 23, that are also Epic free games that if you clicked and collected these in that 24-hour time, you'll be able to play on Geforce Now. Those games are Jurassic World Evolution, Metro 2033, Night in the Woods, The Long Dark, and Tropico 5. So that's 5 more. It looks like a total of about 8 of those 15 games right now so far that were added on to work from Epic on Geforce Now. So really cool to see that. Alright, so as I was saying, we do have 23 games slated to release in January for Geforce Now. We could always see some more. That would be cool. We'll stay on top of that every week with the Geforce Now news, but I just want to go ahead and go through the list of 23 games expected this month for you really quickly, and then we'll wrap up this week's news. So those 23 games are Among Us, Beholder, Car Mechanic Simulator 2015, Caves of Cud, Code 2040, Dicey Dungeons, Grifflands, Guilty Gear XX, Ascent Core Plus R, Iron Conflict, Jurassic World Evolution, Kathy Rain, Metro 2033, Monster Sanctuary, Night in the Woods, Night of Full Moon, Planet Base, Redout Space Assault, Rift, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, The Long Dark, Tower Unite, Tropico 5, and Warframe from the Epic Games Store. All right, so those are the 23 games expected for January. We're now on a monthly release schedule with things continuing to happen the same as they always have every Thursday, but we'll get a little bit more of a heads up and a further roadmap of what releases to expect each month. So it should be interesting to see how this works out going forward, getting the dump of games in the beginning of the month and then following everything every week to see what makes it, what comes out, what might get added. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. Thanks a lot for coming to check out this video. Really appreciate it. Geforce Now News. I do this every single Thursday. If you haven't already, subscribed to the channel, do a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and leave your comment down below. Thanks again for coming to check it out. I'll see you guys in the next one.